Hi everyone, this is Josie and welcome to my channel. This is Josie's Point of View where we focus on human interest stories from the Carolinas. Our story today comes from Raleigh, North Carolina, and here's the story headline. And it reads, Roxborough minister sentenced to serve up to 40 years in child sex sting. I'll provide you with a summary here, but I'll place a link to a few of the full articles in the description box. Well, we're focusing on this man right here. His name is Andre Allen Thorpe. He's 36 years old and he's from Roxborough, North Carolina. He's identified as being affiliated with several churches in the local area, but no specific church was identified. Well, on Wednesday, August the 7th, he was sentenced to 40 years in prison after he accepted a plea deal for making and distributing child pornography. Thorpe was one of the people picked up during the child sex sting operations conducted by the Department of Justice in 2018. That raid was called Operations Broken Heart. It was part of a 3-month crackdown, nationwide crackdown on online suspected child sex offenders. They were either targeting people who had committed sex crimes or people who had produced child pornography. And during this raid, 2,300 online sex offenders were arrested. At the time of his arrest, he was charged with 7 counts involving child exploitation, and it included 4 counts of making child pornography, 2 counts of transporting a child across state lines to engage in sexual activity, and 1 count of possession of child pornography. According to the district attorney, and as reported by the news media, Thorpe sexually abused an underage boy. He was 13 years at the time, and this occurred from 2013 to 2016. At that time, Thorpe was the leader of a church theater group, and that's where he and the young boy met. The report says he used drugs and manipulation to get to the young boy and to keep him in check. The boy's family eventually moved away to another state to get away from Thorpe, but Thorpe eventually kidnapped the boy. They had moved to Georgia, but he went there and he kidnapped the boy and he brought him back to North Carolina, where he continued to abuse and manipulate the young child. In 2016, he was back in North Carolina and they were at a church event in Raleigh. And during that time, Thorpe sexually abused the boy and took photographs of the incident with his cell phone. Police were able to connect the evidence with him from his cell phone. He still had it on his cell phone when he was arrested. Well, he was indicted in May of 2018, and he eventually pled guilty, of course, to a much lesser charge, just child pornography, possession of child pornography, 1 count, and producing child pornography. And he was sentenced on August the 7th, which was Wednesday. During his sentencing, Thorpe apologized to the judge as well as to the boy for his actions. He told the judge that the boy was like a son to him, and the judge chastised him and disregarded his apology, telling him that parents don't sexually abuse their children. So he was sentenced to 40 years, up to 40 years in prison, and if he's lucky to live throughout that sentence, he must then be subjected to a lifetime of probation. And you have to admire this judge in this case because he made sure that this perpetrator got a sentence that clearly sends a message. I'm sure the testimonies from the victim, who's now 19, and his mother played a major role because she described the changes that her son went through once he got involved with this man. Nice work. Well, that's all I have for you on the story. Please leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And if you click on this notification bell right here, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. But thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.